What's good, ladies and gentlemen, man? Top of the morning, man. I'm putting this joint out, man. It's called Spiritual Empowerment, Breaking the Cycles. You know what I mean? I feel about in life, man, we go through so many changes, we go through so much adversity and so much pain in life, right? You know what I mean? And sometimes we condition ourselves to continue the cycle that we've been going through for multiple years and not breaking that cycle. I always say that's one of the curses that we been conditioned by life. A lot of people, you see women, men getting into relationships or getting into situations, family members, friends, where they continue a cycle of toxic behavior and they don't break the cycle of that. They don't get away from it. I first believe empowerment and really finding who you are as a person is very important in life. You know what I mean? That way you can understand that it's better for you, better things out there for you, better situations for yourself. And I feel like a lot of times in life we go away from the things that really make us happy and continue to live in a lifestyle of toxic things. I was watching this podcast the other day, and a young lady said she was in like an 8 year relationship where it was extremely toxic and bad. And she was saying like when she got with a guy that brought her happiness and joy, she had so many toxic traits that she wasn't able to continue on with the person that was the good guy. You know what I mean? And like I say before, we as people are starting to accept behaviors that's not acceptable. And then we are putting out traits that's not acceptable of not being a good individual, a good person. And I was talking to this girl one time on a live, and she was saying something like, she's a mean individual, she's messed up. And I realized Valentine's Day just passed, and she's single, and she's not really having success within relationship because her character is so dark. You know what I mean? It's like to have a beautiful face, beautiful body, but have a dark character is one of the most wickedest things that go for man or woman. And it's like in life, we got to break those cycles of toxic behavior, toxic thinking, and realize that life is more, much more. There's more joy in life that you can receive and you can get. And I feel like sometimes you got to build and break some pieces of yourself that you know is dark. You know what I mean? And like I told you, the world that we live in nowadays, people encouraging toxic and negativity. And I always say you should challenge yourself to be a better person, a better individual. And what the girl was saying in the podcast was like, it's hard to change those traits once you have been living in it for so long. And I understand that. I believe a lot of times once you become an adult, you just be that way. If you write with your right hand, you normally gonna write with your right hand. You ain't gonna go to the left. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna even learn how to write with that left. You gonna continue the same patterns that you knew already. But I feel like the only way you can break cycles is learning how to do things a different way and getting a different result. You know what I mean? It's all mentality. And I think even in my life, when I look at mentality and the way I think is the biggest way to break out of cycles and have the success that you desire and deserve. And the only way you can do that is by figuring out a way how to see the toxic things in your life and figuring out a way how to break out of those things and not accepting those things as the norm. And I feel like that's what it's all about, empowerment, building the spirit up, building the mind up, building the soul up. As you read books and read different things, you should not only educate yourself on how to become a better version of yourself, you also got to learn how to show people how to treat you in a better way and how to love and cherish those moments of people that really value your time and value your energy. Like I say in life, we accept the negativity and not the positivity, and that's what we're going away from in life. And I think that that's one of the biggest things to break those curses, break those cycles, is by evolving as a person and changing yourself. Also, making sure that people around you respect you for being a different individual and attaching yourself to people that understand where you're coming from. One of the things about life is like you ever seen that person that's trying to get off drugs, but yet they attaching themselves to all these people that do drugs. Once you break out of that cycle and get away from that and get around people that want to see you win and want to see you do better, and you don't attach yourself to those environments no more, you'll realize that you change and you can become better. But to continue to attach yourself to those negative things, how can you grow? Growth is all about being uncomfortable, and that's one of the things that I've been learning. Uncomfortableness and doing things outside your norm. You know what I mean? To get to the place you call there is all about being uncomfortable. and uncomfortable is something that people fear a lot of. That's why a lot of times when you're talking to individuals, they don't know how to build relationships with people that bring that good energy because they've been around toxic energy for so long. I just encourage people to watch this video and understand that involving breaking cycles, empowering yourself spiritually, is all about feeding that mind and putting in the positive things to grow. That's all I got to say about that, man. Peace, love to everybody out there, man. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. We got all the angel videos here. A lot of good information. And I mean, peace and love to everybody.